The Day of Reckoning is this Saturday. DAZN pay-per-view. Heavyweights galore. Joseph Parker, the former WBO champion. Deontay Wilder in your future. Joseph, great to talk to you. I love this matchup. But when you're hearing Deontay Wilder talk about Ngannou in the PFL, talking about Anthony Joshua in just a few months, how does that allow you to focus on him when you know he's focusing on so many different things?
Then he can focus on whatever he wants to focus on, but I'm focused on smashing his face. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, does this feel like it allows you to feel like the underdog, to feel like you're sort of operating under the radar when so many people are talking about all of these other future plans?
Listen, going into this fight, we've just been focused on what we have to do.
Sure.
You know, Andy and myself and George, and now we have the rest of the team here in Saudi Arabia. We just focus on what we have to do. And I know there's a lot of noise and a lot of talk about everything else, but it doesn't really bother me. I know what I have to do on fight night.
Well, look, you're a decorated champion. You've been at the elite level for basically a decade at this point. At 31, how has your game needed to evolve now that all this experience you've accumulated over the years?
You will see on fight night. I'm going to put on the best performance. And I'm going to be quick. I'm going to be fast. I'm going to be punching with a lot of power. I'm going to be deliberate. I'm going to smash his face.
You've had a lot of experience working in camps with Tyson Fury, becoming friends with the extended team. He's got 3 fights under the book with Wilder. In what way does that advice or experience talking with Tyson help you this Saturday?
Yeah, Tyson has been very helpful and given good advice. Again, Andy Lee is the head trainer, come up with a good plan, and we've been practicing and we've been putting it all on display and sparring and then training on the pads, on the bag. And then we've leaned over to Tyson for a bit of advice and what he can give. But the big difference is that, you know, I'm not the same height and I don't have the same reach, and my strengths are different to his strengths. So my strengths, I'm going to use it to the best of my ability, and I know it can take care of business.
All right, Joseph, you're one of the top-rated heavyweights in the world. You're expecting a victory over Deontay Wilder on Saturday. Does that eventually lead you to fighting Tyson Fury for the undisputed championship? And would that happen given the relationship between you?
Listen, I'm not looking at any other fight. The only fight I'm looking at now is Deontay Wilder. And I know the other fights in future will come, but I'm just going to take care of this one first.
Fair enough. How dangerous do you think Wilder still is, given the long layoffs and everything he's been through in his career?
Listen, Wilder being a champion for a long time and with all the experience that he has, he's always going to be dangerous. And listen, as a fighter, as a champion, he's not going to underestimate anyone that he goes into the ring with. So I know he's going to have the best camp and the best work and be the most prepared.
This will be your second straight fight back in Saudi Arabia. Is the whole idea of Saudi Arabia potentially becoming, I don't know, the new Vegas, the new center of the global boxing world? How does that feel for a fighter? What has your experience been like?
The experience has been the best. Saudi Arabia knows how to put a big fight card together, and we're being looked after very well here. And there's nothing bad that we can say about being here. It's been great.
Is it a revelation for you as a fighter to know that having an entity like Saudi Arabia that is so willing to compete and get the biggest fights could maybe make the fights that sometimes don't get made in boxing because of the politics?
Yeah, I feel like Saudi Arabia has come in and made a massive change, and now we're seeing big fights that everyone wants to see. And for me, it's good to be involved in this big fight and this big fight card.
All right, let me close with this, Joseph. We can't wait to see you against Deontay Wilder this Saturday, DAZN pay-per-view. You get your hand raised at Day of Reckoning. What does your 2024 look like?
Smash them all faces.
There it is. Man of few words, but a man who's going to deliver. Thank you for your time, Joseph.
Thank you very much.